So today, I wanted to try, I've been really into like drinks lately. I don't know what the thing is. I did the strawberry lemonade last week, and then this week I'm doing Brazilian lemonade. And this is made with limes. It's because I think that in Portuguese, the word for lemon and the word for lime is the same, but they use limes. So I made this like 2 weeks ago, and I made it like according to the traditional recipe. And it was very good, but it didn't turn out how I wanted it, and it wasn't quite what I was expecting. I was expecting like a sweet, milky, limey drink, and that wasn't it. It was very good, and it would be very good as a cocktail, but I wanted it to be sweeter. I wanted it to be more milky. But I did a couple things differently. So with the original recipe, you blend up entire limes, which is great because you're using the entire lime. The problem is that if you blend it too much, if you go even 1 second too long with blending it, it gets bitter. And I think that's what happened to mine. And I think that that's something that would be really easy to do if you're not a super experienced cook or drink maker. So what I did this time was I zested the limes and I squeezed the juice out, and I just used that. The other thing that I did was I added a little bit more sweetened condensed milk, and I added a little bit more sugar and a little less water. So what you get is a similar flavor, a slightly thicker consistency because of the more sweetened condensed milk and the less water. And so it's really creamy, it's really sweet, it's light on the lime, it tastes like, it's good. This is really good. This would be so good as a cocktail. This would be great. This is a great mixer, and this is delicious. It's perfect for summer. It's excellent for like sitting out by the pool, like having a drink with your friends, making it for a party. This is absolutely delicious. And if you try it, be sure to let us know in the comments. But let's get into the video. Okay, so the first thing that I'm doing is I'm zesting these 4 limes. I can't do anything without a dog or a cat bothering me. My camera angle for this was pretty bad, so I'm zesting limes off camera. But it's not too exciting. You guys have seen me zest stuff a million times. You know, you just want to make sure that you're getting off all of the green part and not the white part, because the white pith is going to be really bitter, but the green part is where the flavor is. So we're just going to do this for all 4 limes. And then I really quickly like rolled them on the countertop, and that was just to kind of break up the membranes before I juiced. And that theoretically gets more juice out of the limes. I don't know that that's actually accurate or not. But now I'm juicing the limes. And I'm just using my little hand juicer. You could squeeze these by hand. If you do squeeze them by hand, just make sure that you're not getting any seeds in. You don't want that in there. I don't know what kind of flavor profile that would add to the drink, but I can't imagine that it would taste very good. So no seeds, which is why I didn't squeeze these by hand. Normally I would just squeeze them by hand, but also I didn't really feel like getting my hands sticky. And this little juicer has been really helpful because it fits most everything. I've shoved some oranges in there. An orange is about almost too big for it, but it works in a pinch. So And I got about 1/4 cup of juice out of these limes. And I think that was a really good lime to sweetness ratio. But if you wanted it to be stronger, you could supplement it with more limes or with like lime juice out of a jar. And that is also something you could use. You could just use lime juice out of a jar if you wanted to do that, rather than going this slightly more complicated route where you have to zest and squeeze fresh limes. I will say I think that jarred and bottled lime juices and stuff like that, I don't think that they have the same, they're not quite as bright and as fresh limes or lemons. But if that's what you have and that's what you want to use, that will work just fine. You just might need to add a little bit more lime juice. So I added some sweetened condensed milk, I added some sugar, and now I am adding in some water. And then I blended that up for about 30 seconds. I was just watching it blend. I don't know why I find this blender fascinating, but it is pretty exciting. And I also always hold the top on. I don't know why the top's not going anywhere, but I just do. So. And then that's it. I poured it over some ice. You can strain it if you want to. I just did because I don't really like pulp and that kind of thing in my drink. But if you don't mind that kind of thing, you don't have to strain it. That's optional. But that's it. It is absolutely delicious. I highly recommend you try this. If you want to see more videos, be sure to check out Loaves and Dishes, and thanks for watching.